That's awful. Like, that's just horrible. Yeah. Like, what was I thinking?
That answers my next question.
Yeah, it's just bad. So when I'm at home, like, I find that that's a problem. But when I'm at the movie theater, I don't. And I think it's because when I'm at the movie theater, I feel like I'm a kid again. Like, I feel like it's just this grand experience.
Immersive experience.
Yeah, so, like, I'm able to shut everything off when I'm in the theater because I feel like a little kid again. Like, I'm excited. Like, I love the smell of popcorn. Like I love... That's, like, one of my favorite places to be is at the movie theater. Like, I love it.
Same for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to do at the movie theater. It's easier to shut that off at the movie. Yeah, at home... I'm all kinds of critical. All kinds of critical. Usually with a lot of the... I
usually get phone calls, and it's the greatest phone calls ever. Except when he really doesn't, like he's in a bad mood. Like, I didn't get a phone call before Transformers, but he sure as hell got one after.
For me, it's a lot of their superhero CW stuff is what I'm calling.
My favorite though, Keith.
But I mean,
I'm giving him a hard time.
I will say this. Transformers has good sides, bad sides, but for the most part, it's just going straight into the toilet. That's all I can say about it.
Okay, so if you have your film completely done, ready to show an audience, what would be the ultimate theater in Springfield you would choose to show?
The Ozarks. We'll
go to the Ozarks.
In Southwest Missouri.
Missouri.
There you go.
We'll open it up. If you had your choice of any theater, what would it be?
Brittany.
Ooh. I don't know. This is going to sound kind of weird because I guess it's not a good way to do it.
Okay, for as many times as you've been on the show and many things that you've said, you never have to make that statement ever again.
Yeah, people know it's weird. Well, one, I have a weird fascination with drive-in theaters. I have never been to one ever, and it's like a kid thing. I've always wanted to go to one. I think it would be really cool, especially like because there's a slasher script that I've written that I've been working on for a really long time. I think it would be really cool to show something like that, like at a drive-in, like, you know, and have an experience, and like you're like surrounded by woods. Like, I just think it'd be something that'd be really cool. But
you know what? I've enjoyed every single theater I've ever been to, so it'd be all of them. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but I've enjoyed them all. Every single one of them.
I would have to go with probably the theater in the town that I grew up in. Because, I mean, how cool would that be? There was this one theater in particular that had one of those where you enter and it's in the middle and you've got that big back seating, that big low seating. It was just huge. And I used to go see everything premiered there. And, I mean, that would just be the coolest thing, you know? That would be the only reason.
Like, I really don't have one. I don't really don't know how to answer that. I mean, I like the Palace Theater here in Springfield just because it's like the old style.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely. You know,
I love that old fashioned.
Yeah, the only thing it doesn't have is like the outside booth where you have to pay outside. But
dude, that would be
Alamo.
So sweet.
That's what you need. You need to go to the Alamo in Kansas City.
Yes.
That is your theater.
I think I've been there before, actually, thinking about it.
But it's not in Southwest Missouri, so technically you could just, you know. But it's great. Phenomenal. Love those guys up there.
Folks, we're going to support one more last time and deal with our sponsors, and we're going to find out about Brittany's current project. We're also going to find out about how our filmmakers deal with their own mistakes. We'll see you in 2.
What mistakes?
Hey, this is Sandy.
Keith with Fanatics and the Fan.
We are here to tell you about a pop culture extravaganza,
Cape Con.
April 15th through 17th at the Osage Center in Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
That's right, 3 days of comics, games, costumes, wrestlers, and all-out pop culture fun. It will have great guests such as Rick Burton, 3-time Eisner Award winner from DC Comics for Batman and Superman.
Award-winning playwright and author Brian Morris. The St. Louis R2-D2 builders will be on hand with their own R2-D2. And WWE Hall of Famer, wrestling icon, and St. Louis native Cowboy Bob Orton.
3-time World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Hall of Famer, hardcore legend Terry Funk. So come check us out April 15th through the 17th at the Osage Center in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Or find them online at capecon.com.
Hi, this is Ming-Na Wen, and you're listening to Fanatics and the Fan.
Keith here from Fanatics and the Fan. I want to tell you about something happening in Lebanon, Missouri, April 30th to May 1st. It's big. No, No, it's huge. No, it's mega! I'm talking about the Lebanon MegaCon, the newest pop culture gathering in the Midwest, which is just around the corner. And it's going to be a mega big deal. Why, you ask? Well, let's see. We've got some of the biggest names in comic books, wrestling, cosplay, and all the other mega awesome pop culture things that you can really want. A mega amazing voice artist and pop culture icon, the man responsible for the voices from Gremlins and Gremlins 2, Mark Dodson. From the hit television series The Walking Dead, Ben Blandon, Greg Cruz, and Michael Koski. One of the most decorated tag team title holders of all time. From the Midnight Express, I'm talking about the beautiful Bobby Eaton. Hall of Famer, the real American hero, Mr. Tough Guy himself, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Him and his trusted 2x4 will be on hand. Ho!
Lebanon MegaCon, April 30th and May 1st at the Cohen Civic Center, 500 East Elm Street, Lebanon, Missouri. You can find them online at www.lebanonmegacon.com and on Facebook at Lebanon MegaCon.
And we are back, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to the Lebanon MegaCon. It's going to be big fun. Fanatics and Fan will be there, giving away some stuff, just having a great old time.
I think we're just going to be on tour. I mean, Lebanon.
Oh, we've got so much going on.
Yeah.
We have Cape Con, we have MegaCon, we have Planet Comic Con.
Oh, God. Planet Comic Con. Really?
You guys going to talk to Stan Lee?
We're going to try.
I'm going to try. I don't think
I totally expect him to turn me down and probably either give him a mean steer or at least run Hawk through. You know?
Man, like, I'm just going to get, like, it's going to be all the news and you guys are going to be, like,
signed by a
arrested.
Bruce.
Like,
I'm good with it.
like, they're like, Stan Lee got 2 guys arrested at Planet Comic Con for an
Both of
interview.
their
I'm
work
like,
has
I know
gone up
those guys.
Exactly.
Like, I know those guys.
So, you have a lot of stuff going on, Miss Brittany.
Yeah.
American Wasteland has always brings me good stuff.
Yeah, we finished Barker Hole, which is like a crime noir drama set in the Ozarks. That we finished up in November, so that is in post right now. What we're focusing on at the moment is Strange Happenings. It's a supernatural dramedy that follows a paranormal journalist who got fired from her job because she reports like stuff about Bigfoot and vampires, but she knows they're real and everybody thinks she's crazy. She gets fired. She gets an anonymous text message essentially saying, "Hey, I want to fund your work. I like what you do." And this guy is actually somebody that is a very bad person, and he's getting her to do his bidding essentially. And so she slowly starts figuring out that she's doing very bad things where she's thinking she's doing very good things. And right now we're raising money because we've got 2 former Power Rangers attached to it,
Nice.
which is very exciting because I'm a super huge Power Rangers fan. So that's just cool in itself. But yeah, David Fielding, he played Zordon in the original Power Rangers show and movie. Yeah, he's signed on to play one of our characters, and then Jason Font, who was the Red Ranger in Time Force, and he's also done like Resident Evil motion capture stuff for the games, which I love Resident Evil. And he's going to be playing one of the characters. So right now we've been doing like tours, like we've been going to our hometowns, raising money, and my mom and my stepmom and my sister have been like baking cookies and selling cookies and stuff, like just like all kinds of stuff. We've got a GoFundMe up right now, just because we're really, really trying to get the money to bring them here, not only for our benefit, but, you know, it's like if they have a good time while they're here, they'll come back. You know, they'll talk. I mean, they go to all these conventions. I mean, they're friends with JDF, who's the Green Ranger, who's friends with all of these, you know, they're friends with all of these people at these conventions. They go to these conventions all the time. And it's one of those things, like, if we can get them here and they can have a good experience here, it's like other filmmakers in this area can start getting people like that, and we can get more people coming in here. So it wouldn't just be a benefit for us to have them on something. Like, it would be a benefit, like, for the community, because it's like, well, they came, they had a really good time, they have connections here. You know, we could help start bringing in more people to this area, you know, because we do, like we talked earlier, we do have a lot of talent here. And it's kind of frustrating because there's so much talent, and you see all these people, and it's just like, why are there not more things happening here? Because there's so much talent. So it's one of the things, like, we're really, really trying hard to get all of the money raised so we can bring them here, obviously, because, I mean, we have to fly them in, and, you know, like, it's our first SAG production because Font's SAG and our lead actress is SAG. So, I mean, it's definitely a new ball game, but it's one of my favorite things that I've written on. Like, I have like a really weird connection with it. It gets insane. Like, I get like ecstatic when we talk about it. Our lead actress, Helena, when she sent us, like, her fiance is a photographer, and she sent us, like, stills, like promo stills of her, like, being Nicole Tesla, who's our main character. Like, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God, you stepped out of my head. Like, how did this happen? Like, how are you so perfect for this? So it's just like, and we have Kepi. Kepi is going to be in it. He's going to help produce it and stuff like that. So we have a lot of people that we've really been wanting to work with again that have signed on to it. And I don't know, it's just, I'm really excited. Yours is, like, how you described yours, way better and way cooler sounding, I guess.
I've been doing it for over a year.
Right? And it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things, like, I get tongue-tied when I'm talking about it because I'm so excited about it. Like, this is, not that I'm not excited about all of our projects, but it's, like, one of those things that I'm getting to direct it. That's a big deal for me. Like, I've been working on shot lists and stuff like that already, and I've been working on for a while. And so I'm really excited because it's something that I'm so passionate about from, like, the writing standpoint, and I'm so excited to get to work with the people and, like, be like, all right, I love what you're doing, like, you know what I mean, like, and hear them say the words that I've written on top of being able to, like, tell them what I want them to do, actually. That's exciting. I don't know. Go to our GoFundMe page. Strange Happenings. Pretty please.
And that actually leads me to one of my favorite, I'm so excited about this question because I know this is something that I've seen personally. When you're making a movie, it's almost like watching a living organism, and it sometimes takes a life of its own, and it goes in directions that we don't always have complete control of. So my question is something ever just taken a left turn in something that you've created, and you're like, wow, that just happened, be it good or bad? And everybody's looking at me like, I don't think I really want to talk about this. And I know it's happened to you. So you're sitting there with her being shy. I've watched it happen on your set.
Yeah. I would have too much to say, so, I mean, somebody else should go.
I mean, sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad. I've seen actors that
well, you know, let me share one. Let me share one good thing that was. It wasn't during production, but it was at an audition, actually. Okay, so 2 of my characters in my show were created in the character creation of Soul Calibur 4 because I'm that much of a nerd. So I originally designed them because, you know, whatever. Threw together the outfit, and I was like, all right, so this is what I have in my head I want them to vaguely look like. And I had a picture of that on my phone, and I had it, you know, with all the casting directors. And we were running someone's audition, I have no idea who, and this girl walks in past the glass, and I just was like, hang on. And I mean, they were looking at it. I wasn't rude, but I was like, all right, I want her in next. Brought her in, and this girl looked exactly like it. Like, I mean, it just, I don't have the pictures, but it's mind-blowing. And I showed her the picture of it, actually, about a week after I cast her, and said, hey, I want you to know when you're doing this, this was made before her, or before you walked in here. And she was so mind-blown by that I think that really cemented to her, let her take that role and make it her own. It was like, wow, this was written for me almost. She was perfect, and she played the role perfectly. So that was a left turn that nobody saw coming. You know, I assumed I'd have to pick someone that was okay. You know,
and then you got what you wanted.
Right?
Isn't that nice when that happens?
It's extremely nice
because it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but I don't know. And I think most of the time, I don't want bad things to happen on set, but I think most of the time when bad things do happen, sometimes I think they end up being for the better. You know, like there's something like where you can't get a location or a location falls through and you have to get something else. And then sometimes when you get the other thing that you didn't even realize you were looking for, you're like, oh my God, like I can do so much more with this location than I could have done with this one, you know, because we've had that happen. We've had it happen a lot where we've had locations drop last minute and then it's like something opens up and you're just like, whoo, window, you know, was shut, you know, like door open type situation. So I think sometimes, even when bad things happen, like, and if you're on a production, I think you should just assume not